everyone, welcome back to my channel. There's an entertainment hurricane gathering strength, and we'll know by June 30th if it makes landfall. This month, 97.9% of the members of the Screen Actors Guild of America authorized a strike if a deal is not agreed to by the end of the month with the AMPTP, which is the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers. So what are the actors looking for in negotiations? Here's a rundown from SAG.
Work longer and harder, but still can't make ends meet. Giant media companies report massive profits, but don't pay proper residuals. AI technology threatens to steal an actor's voice, likeness, and performances.
The two biggest issues here are their desire for increased residuals and also the impact of artificial intelligence. The residuals are largely due to the rising prevalence of streaming. The last time actors faced a similar fight was in 1980, when cable TV emerged and channels could play content for 10 days without paying creative talent. That strike lasted just over 3 months. SAG also has concerns over the use of artificial intelligence. AI can now replicate actors' voices and likenesses, so they want fair compensation for this sort of usage. I think both of these demands are reasonable as technology changes. The AMPTP needs to bargain in good faith here and get a deal struck before the deadline. One of the first salvos in this whole fight was fired in 2021 when Scarlett Johansson sued Disney for royalties from her film Black Widow. The film, which was originally set for only a theatrical release, came out simultaneously on Disney+. This was partly due to the pandemic, but it was also an attempt by Disney to promote their streaming service. So this resulted in Scarlett losing some of the box office bonuses from the film. The suit was settled 2 months after it was filed, and hopefully the same thing happens now with the negotiations between SAG and the AMPTP. Doing so, I think, makes sense for everyone involved. Now, if things go badly and a strike ensues, this would immediately halt the filming of Season 2 of House of the Dragon, which began in April and is scheduled to run until November or December. So depending upon the duration of a strike, this could push back the summer of 2024 premiere. House of the Dragon was fortunate to not be impacted by the ongoing Writers Guild strike, which began in May because all the scripts for Season 2 were already written. So what's going to happen? Well, you always have to be leery when negotiations are going on and such a large amount of money is at stake. But I'm cautiously optimistic due to the results of Scarlett's settlement with Disney. The Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers has to realize that they're not on firm ground to make a stand here, and that the actors are not going to bend on these issues. Now on to some other House of the Dragon news. In a recent Vanity Fair piece, Matt Smith revealed that during filming of Season 1, he lost his father, and also had a serious injury. He slipped a disc in his neck. Smith said, "So if you watch the latter part of the season, you can see I just can't really move because we had to keep shooting. I had to come back, so I had 2 weeks off. But it's a long injury, so it goes from being quite a sort of physical performance really to at the end, I just sort of stood there, and I never really moved that much." That's interesting because you really can't detect anything being off in Smith's performance. But then later in the season, everything was much more tense with Viserys dying and the war breaking out, so if Daemon was looking more austere and rigid, it oddly enough fit into the scheme of things. The three biggest casting decisions for me in Season 2 are the parts of Cregan Stark, Daeron Targaryen, and Alys Rivers. So far, we haven't had any confirmation on who is playing Cregan or Daeron. There was a rumor last month that Vikings Valhalla actor Leo Suter is getting the role of Cregan, but so far nothing's been confirmed. Of course, there were reports earlier in the year that Emily Beecham had auditioned for Alys Rivers. She's an excellent actress, and I was hoping she'd get the role. The part, though, was given to Gail Rankin. She's been on HBO's series Perry Mason. I'm not very familiar with her work, but while I was hoping for Beecham, they've had such a great track record in casting that I don't have any concerns here. So that's it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button. And if you're interested in more House of the Dragon and A Song of Ice and Fire, listen to Caraxes and subscribe. I want to thank everyone for watching, and I'll see you soon.